Hey guys, Bluebridge here, and not only are we Charity FC, we are now PR FC as well. So, I'm going to tell you the reasons why, so let's get into it. The PR machine is rolling on. So the owners that are trying to take us all for mugs, but it's not going to work. So just for them, I'm going to have mug written on the top of my head throughout this video, because that's what they think we are, mugs. So let's just humour them for a minute. It started actually just before the transfer window shut, and they got the PR machine rolling with a tweet from a message from Matt Law, which said, "Oh, you know, Chelsea fans are moaning about the transfers, but they got to remember that they're fourth, so they got a match going on. So I don't know why they're moaning. They should be concentrating on the match." The reason why a lot of us were moaning is because we can foresee the future. Unlike our inept sporting directors, we knew the consequences of not strengthening in January, and we saw it again yesterday. The fact that we didn't strengthen, our opponents strengthened, and we saw that two of the players that they strengthened with, one got 2 assists and one got 2 goals. Not rocket science, and there, we don't want to be proven right, but that's why. And so we are getting gaslit, and a PR coming out from our manager, and now I got a sort of I understand it because I've got some further insight into it. Yesterday I heard that he was actually the third choice manager that we had. Again, the way that the PR machine was rolling out was that he was our number one choice. That's a load of nonsense. I'm hearing that we got turned down by both De Zerbi and McKenna, and that's why he took on the job. And he seems to be grateful to have given this job, because they can use him as their PR machine for press conferences and things. Because like just on Friday, when there was a lot of rumblings from the fans about how we lack ambition and the manager doesn't motivate, he came out that we've been in the top 4 all season, that the aim is to finish in the top 4, and that's the priority for him and the club. We lose yesterday against Aston Villa. All of a sudden, top 4 is not the aim this season. So what is it? 1 minute you're saying it is, next minute you're saying it isn't, the next minute you're saying it is, the next minute you're saying it isn't. You know, it's just like he's just doing anything his paymasters are telling him to do, such as his gratitude to be in the job. And it reminds me of Kwasi Kwarteng. Remember that disastrous treasurer we had, Chancellor of Exchequer, and he was put in by Elizabeth Truss as this fall guy to deliver that disastrous budget. And so grateful was he to have the job that he, you know, maybe didn't even believe in this budget, but he delivered it anyway. And you're seeing it with Badenoch, the Kemi at the moment, as the leader of the Tory party. Again, grateful that they've put her in a job so that she'll say anything to keep them on side. That's what this manager is reminding me of at the moment. And yesterday, after another defeat, the PR machine goes rolling on. And it's just so comical. And as I said, mug written on my head, because this is what they are thinking about us, the supporters. We're mugs. And the first thing is, I went on a space yesterday, and another one who's on their payroll is Ben Jacobs, and he came out. I've not heard so much drivel in my life, but the worst one was the one where I'm laughing as I say it. Senior sources at Liverpool, Arsenal and other clubs believe that Chelsea's model is going to work and fear Chelsea's ambition. Come on. Really? They must be laughing at us at the moment and fearing our ambition. So if they are feeling that our model is going to work, why don't they follow our model? How many of them have got rid of, Liverpool? Have they got rid of Van Dijk? Have they got rid of Mo Salah? Have they got rid of all their players who came up from the academy? Have they brought in a lot of 23-year-olds and under? No. Have we seen that at Arsenal? Have we seen lots of 23-year-olds and all their older experience of players out the window? No. Have we seen that with other clubs? Have other clubs followed suits? No. We're the only club in the Premier League who are doing it, and not to great success neither. So guys, mug number one. Second one, where they're trying to gaslight us again. There's a feeling that the club can charge up the league and claim Champions League qualification once injuries return, most at the start of April after the international break. Could that happen? Quite possibly it could happen, but is it like just a magic potion that as soon as our injured players come back, automatically we're going to click and start winning games towards the end of the season? Supposing that we are 7 or 8 points behind fifth, because fifth I think may be enough to get us into the Champions League. Suppose we're 5 or 6 points behind. Okay, even if we do win our games, we're relying on teams above us to slip up. So giving us that false hope as well. And again, the fact that they didn't address the situation in the January window, because they're saying, oh, we got enough players at our disposal, we're just a bit unlucky with injuries. That's what you do. That's what you do. Big clubs, they go out and get players. If are we going to rely? Even if Fofana does come back, is he going to? How many games is he going to last before he breaks down? This time, 3, 4. Lavia, he can't play more than 2 games before he breaks down as well. So what's the guarantee that these guys are going to come back? Jackson's got a good injury record, to be fair. But is Mark Gui going to come back as well? Are we going to have enough cover in that area? So again, stop feeding us with this nonsense. But the funniest one of all, the most comical one, came out by Bobby Vincent today, and it was about Omari Kellyman. Omari Kellyman is set to return at the start of March from a hamstring injury. He's hopeful of making his debut before the end of the season. But that's not the funny thing, because what they went on to say is that they feel that he's a man who's capable of deputising for Cole Palmer. Yeah, you heard it right. Deputising for Cole Palmer and to give Cole Palmer a rest, or if he's out of form. So we're relying on this Omari Kellyman, somebody I don't think, did he play any games for Aston Villa? I never heard of him until this PSR nonsense when we sold the left back last season, Matson, and that's the first I've heard of this Kellyman. So he's automatically going to come in and be our Cole Palmer replacement, the guy who won Player of the Season last year. So this club are trying to gaslight us into thinking that this guy's that Kellyman's gonna come in and be an instant success. Do me a favour. Yeah, we got rid of another youth player we bought from Aston Villa. Chukwuemeka, anyone? Apparently he wasn't good enough to get into our side, but we're thinking that this Kellyman guy can get into the team. And here's something. We did have somebody who can come in and deputise for Cole Palmer, and he was someone by the name of João Felix. But what happened? You sent him off on loan, didn't you? So all this PR nonsense, trying to put a positive spin on the disaster which has been taken place at Chelsea Football Club, the disaster what was caused by the directors of football, by the owners, and now they're trying to spin it to make it look positive. We're not buying it. Some people may buy it, but listen, I'm not buying it. I'm taking this mug thing off my head now, because I'm no mug, so I'm not buying all this PR nonsense. So stop this PR rubbish. Admit your mistakes. Admit that you have failed this club, and I'm not saying, I'm hoping we can get top 4 or 5, but I'm not putting my house on it, because we may get in because of other clubs' failures. Because this league is, we're only up there because we've only picked up 2 wins in 10, but yet we're only a point behind 4th. That just says the inconsistencies of the league, and we had a great opportunity to cement top 4 this season, but because of the failures of the people at the top who've just has made mistake after mistake all season, they're going to be the ones that cost us the top 4 or 5 this season. So guys, forget this PR nonsense and stop gaslighting us, because us fans know a lot better. So what do you guys think? Gaslighting, or do you think there's room for optimism? Give me hope, guys, in the comment section below. Don't forget, like, subscribe, turn on the post notification to be notified every time I make a new video. So take care, bye bye.